Alright, we received 5 kg from the trip of sale to the funding for the month. Yeah, look, something's going on this month.
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flyne has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flyne is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
What is it that you're afraid of?
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night. The knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade. There is no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
Seteth, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself. I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul, to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flyne. The knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Flyne has disappeared? Seteth must be beside himself.
So, finding little Flyne is our mission for this moon? Leave it to me, Professor. Chasing after girls is my specialty.
Sylvain, even you must agree that now isn't the time for jokes.
I hope Flyne is okay. I've heard rumors about some Death Knight running around town.
Sounds intriguing. I have been hoping to cross blades with him.
Felix, please consider how Seteth must be feeling right now.
In any case, we must start our search at once. Every moment matters. On your order, Professor, let's try to collect as much information as we can.
I'm on the lookout for suspicious individuals. The only place I've yet to check is the library.
Then, let's go together.
As you wish. Candlelight. And who is that?
Is it Flyne?
No, it isn't. Impossible.
Professor, Dedu, what are you up to at this hour?
Your Highness, my apologies.
Oh, none necessary. I'm sorry for startling you. I was just doing some research. But I'm just about finished. I didn't realize how late it had gotten. We'd better head back to our quarters, Dedu. Until tomorrow, Professor.
A most unusual man. Whatever could he have been looking for so late at night? That book is quite askew. He must have rushed to put it back upon the shelf. It seems to be a record of donations from nobility. Arundel. That's not a name I know. But look at that. This Arundel gave quite a sum each year. That is, until the year 1174. He must have died or fallen to financial woe. I can't imagine what this has to do with Flyne.
It's Patron's birthday today. Alright, tea party it is. What to give you? Oh, sweet apple blend.
Giving me your spare time. I have gratitude.
delicious.
Alright then. What do we talk about?
Yes.
Cute monks, exploring the monastery, dreamy nights. Exploring the monastery?
Inspirational.
Alright. What else do we talk about?
Yes.
Guessing someone's age, things that bother you, swimming in the ocean. Alright. And what's our last conversation piece?
What?
Favorite recipes, gifts you like to receive, heart-racing memories.
Yes.
Okay, I took 3 all guesses and I got all 3 of them. Nice. Now for the final.
Studying, training, researching, sparring. I am having a lot to do.
Admonish, blush, praise. Praise?
I am in agreement.
Huzzah! Ah, perfect tea time.
What?
Sweet tooths, animal and cute things, weight training, horseback riding. Riding boots.
You have my thanks.
Okay. I was gonna say, considering part of one of her things is that she wants someone with horseback riding skill.
I am hearing.
I still say this is very creepy. So I say we just end it here.
I will be waiting happily for you to be inviting me again.
And, okay. With that, we got some extra charm. But now we can do what we always do. First off by me saying, hello, I'm Jog, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we finished off the mission from the last moon, the Verdant Rain Moon. And for this one, we're going to be exploring the monastery for the Horsebow Moon. Can't do anything else. But I do have a certification for Cyril. You can either be an Auburn Knight, a Brigand, or an Archer. And, I think I'm going to go for Brigand, I guess? Yeah, I would have to see him bows. I would say being a Brigand would be good, with him having an Archer as a backup. But you got a guaranteed chance to get this, so...
I passed.
Okay, out from being a commoner to a Brigand. I could also get some other people into some other classes. I just don't know if I want to do that. Oh, I want to check. What was... Oh, it says on the bottom. 5, 10, 20, and then level 30 down there. So, yeah, we're not getting to any... I keep doing that. We're not getting to any advanced classes for a little bit. Let's check out the marketplace real quick. Actually, I want to check out the map before I do anything. Today we have Patrons' Birthday, the Hunting Festival, the Choir Festival. We got the Southern Merchant Shop open, as well as the Eastern Merchant Shop open. That should be because of the fact that we helped out the merchants last month, so now they're going to be occasionally coming in and getting us some new stuff. As for next week, we got some rare monster sightings, as well as a War for the Week. Okay, War for the Week is an event for the entire month, whereas the rare monster sighting is only for next week. We got the Leicester Alliance Founding Day, and Catherine's birthday, Dorothea's birthday, the Search for Flyne. And there's an axe tournament going on today, with the reward being a Steel Axe Plus. But first off, I did want to check the armory and everything else. What do they got? Steel Swords may not be a bad idea. The biggest problem, air quotes, is the weight. Which is why I've been trying to stick with, like, iron weapons more than anything. But nothing's striking out to me. Item shop. I'm gonna buy 1 intermediate seal. We still got time. I don't think I'll need it. I was hoping they'd have more out there. The battalions, well, actually... Let's replenish our battalions first. And I don't know why Ingrid doesn't have a battalion with her. But we can look. Fire magic. Fire magic that affects a wide area, range 1 to 2. Same with Pegasus Knights. Because she is a Pegasus, she can actually have Pegasus Knights. Oh, that's what happened! Her battalion didn't work with her because she became a Pegasus Knight.
Great to meet you.
That was the problem. Oh, I hate myself. Should have realized that one sooner. And I don't think there's anything to do with the blacksmith. And they can't do anything with the Sword of the Creator. Okay, so I probably have to actually go talk to them and see them in person to see the Southern Merchant as well as the Eastern Merchant shops. But it seems like they're here all month, so that's fine. But if we have to explore anyway, let's go see them now. First off...
Oh my. Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste.
Alright, Celsius. Before we actually move on, just a quick heads up. Of the items that we found today, if you were with the Blue Lions, there is some gardening shears in the training grounds for the Dew. But if you're with the Black Eagles, there's some black leather gloves in the training grounds for Dimitri. So, just a heads up about what can be found. Ooh, right off the bat, I completely walked past this. Oh, it's just some ginger tea. Alright. Okay, help, please!
I hope you're up for a challenge.
I put my hat into this letter. I'd like you to deliver for me. To whom you ask? Well, he's always walking his hardest, and he's not very upfront with his true feelings, but he's got an adorable way about him. Deliver this letter, there's no address, but there's only one person who is always walking his hardest, not very upfront with his true feelings, and has an adorable way about him. Special delivery. Alright. So we could come back up here again and do the sauna. I think I'll actually do this. As for who to go... It's always a big question. Maybe Cyril because he's new, but then again, Dimitri does have a guaranteed full stamina ball. Oh, stamina ball? Guaranteed motivation ball. Alright, so let's increase the steam. Increase it one more time. I should not overheat. And hopefully, Dimitri... Oop, nope, I overheated. Well, we got some support, but... Well, I feel dizzy. Well... That's a shame, but I can always reset. Oh, I didn't even realize my character's actually red. He's actually steaming.
What the?
Okay, coming back, guys, let's give this another shot. I forgot to say beforehand, so I had to do the entire thing with Petra, and this time, I got the first three, but I failed the final question. Okay, to stay a little bit longer. Okay, so we're just gonna leave. My character's not perfect, but he's good enough. So they feel very refreshed, and our support has increased. I can feel my worries drifting away.
A moment, please.
Alright, first off...
Did you hear about Flyne? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know.
Alright, friendly reminder, you can recruit her, but it's like 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. But Shamir is also available for recruiting now, and she's the exact same thing. No, I want to say she's able to be recruited now. Gardening shears belongs to someone who enjoys Yeah, gardening as a hobby. That would belong to Dedu. Black leather gloves. High quality leather gloves for wearing under gauntlets. They probably belong to someone who's picky about armor. That would be Dimitri. Oh, shoot, I got it wrong before. I don't know why. Boy. I got Dimitri and... I assumed it was for different people. My bad. My bad. The X tournament today. I'm willing to give this one a shot. So, the dude does have a C+, so does Cyril. I think I'm gonna give it to Felix, though. The guy's a freaking animal. Despite having no X skill, he's already gonna be able to double.
Why am I even here?
You're here because they know you're fast and you're strong. Dang, his crest almost defeated him in one blow. In one mighty blow. I'm gonna hold off on my restoration.
You're weak.
Yeah, we have to heal up for this one.
Next time, bring your friends.
Alright, now for the finals. Oh! Double miss. Didn't even take a hit on that one. Nice job, Felix. Oh. Was Felix on my side? Why do I need anybody else to do these tournaments? Unless it's Magic Base, then yeah. Alright, good job, buddy. Oh, boy. Ooh, right off the bat, finding Claude and Hilda. Well, first off, I also found you. A silver brooch. A brooch depicting a Middle Frank opera ceremony logo. Probably belongs to someone involved with the opera. Well, I'm pretty sure I know who that one is. The one's not on my list. Wait, silver brooch. That would be Dorothea. Yes. So, expand the map a little bit.
I bet Flyne ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seteth any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother.
So Hilda has a big brother. Interesting.
Flyne's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now. I don't like the sound of this.
You bring up a good point. Oh god.
Flyne is missing. We should split up and search for her. There isn't a moment to waste. We must find her before it's too late.
I agree, but Garamark is a very big place. It is highly possible she's just in some place that nobody thought to look at yet.
Let's see. When I consider how Seteth must be feeling, my heart breaks. We must find Flyne as soon as possible. There are no signs of her having left the monastery, but we cannot safely rule out any possibility just yet. I'm wasting precious time standing about trying to think of a solution. I'll survey the monastery and see what information I can gather. There must be someone who has a clue as to Flyne's whereabouts.
Yeah, but none of us know that.
Will you do me a favor?
We must locate Flyne and soon. Let's get all the information we can around the monastery. Surely someone must have seen her or something. Gather clues about Flyne by talking to different people throughout the monastery. If someone seems suspicious, you should check their room or other places they might spend time.
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flyne's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is alright.
Oh, I forget. I believe you both have a last item. I believe you have the gardening shears.
That belongs to me. I apologize for the trouble.
And...
When I consider
Dimitri,
there must
I
be-
apologize. I believe this is yours.
Oh, thank you. I have been looking for this. But how did you know it was mine?
Google. Okay, I got a lot for a second. I'm like, wait, I just talked to Edelgard. It's not Edelgard. Over here is Leone. A spotless bandage. A bandage that is clean despite being used. It probably belongs to someone who is slacking on their training. The spotless bandage would belong to Hilda.
Where could Flyne have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flyne. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too.
Excuse me, Hilda, but I believe you might... Oh. I believe you might have dropped this.
Oh, you found it! Thank you so much.
Yeah, none of the reaction I would expect for being given a bandage. A used bandage. Lawrence.
If Flyne were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
What could it be then? What possible motive could there be to abduct her?
Okay, what did I find? Tea of the Saints. It's always tea. Ooh, in the dues room. All about crops. A highly accessible illustrated guide to different types of crops. Optimal growing conditions and crop-specific cooking methods. Even the greenest of green thumbs should be able to follow along. Bonadetta.
Flyne's not in here! I guess I have to let you in to prove it, don't I?
I believe you.
There, see? No one's in Bernie's room but Bernie.
Alright.
Maybe Flyne just wanted to be alone for a while. Have you considered that? Come to think of it, where is her room anyway?
That's a very good question. Considering she's been here for months, probably years. Aww, she has a teddy bear. With his own little chair, that's adorable. Ooh, I found two things out here. I got blue flower seeds. And some Northern Foldland seeds. Alright. How did my seeds from last month go? Let's see, I got a peach currant, some mixed herbs, and a turnip. I want to plant these blue flower, a thing of Angelica seeds, and... how about some plums? Maybe just these two. Because, yeah, trying to add something else to the mix might make it not as good. Yeah, let's get a bone meal. Hello there, Ash.
I heard something like this happened last year, too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits.
And then it could be the same culprit.
I thought the same. Could there be a connection?
Sacrificing young girls? Strange. Oh, actually he didn't say it was a girl, he just said it was someone else from last year. So it's my fault for making an assumption that it was probably the sacrificing girls. Possibly to some dark god.
Hi there!
Ooh, right over here, earthworm, so I can go fishing. And right next to it, an antique clasp, an expressive-looking clasp that has an outdated design. It probably belongs to someone who's not up on trends. That would be... for Flyne. If we ever find her. Captain Eloise.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk?
Same to someone to say. Or some concern about Flyne and all that. Shamir!
What brings you here? I'm taking a break.
So yes, we can recruit her.
Professor, I'm busy as well.
It seems this person is rather interested in Belize's house. But she very values levels, so yes. 15, 12, blah 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 blah. Anyways, what do we find over here? Smithing stone, thank you. What are you doing?
Hey, Professor. How's it going? I'd love to catch up, but I'm super...
Yeah, I know, you say all the usual things.
How about a favor?
It seems that there are some rare, valuable secrets circulating the battlefield. I'd like to collect some more of them. Okay, so literally the exact same thing we did last time. Okay, where are these people that are supposed to, Oh, they're over here. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure I've been skipping over this thing for the longest time. A carrot. Probably wasn't a carrot before. Sleepy kitty. Alright, so what do the southern merchants have to offer me? Some seeds and some poultry and meat and whatnot. I think I want to... Oh, they also have gifts. So, not a bad idea if you want to give somebody to, something to somebody. Or just a way of trying to increase... morale? Yeah, morale. Pale blue flower seeds. Alright. I do think I want to get some, seeds. I'll buy one thing of blue, thing of pale blue, and one thing of white.
You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you.
Now, if I decide to actually look into it, I could probably find some combination of seeds that probably gives you some good stat increasing items, but I'd rather just have fun and not worry about that right now. As for the items, I could buy a bunch of these. It would cost 4 to 5k to buy all of this stuff. Floor is for ladies and those who like gardening. Someone wants a sweet tooth, meat lover, gardening, fashionable men, animals and cute things. Oop. Horseback riding. Reading, knights, art, carving, devout believers, weapon collecting, and bitter flavor. And since we know, like, everyone's gonna like their own different things and all that,
Hello there.
not bad. As for you, oh, I can buy insect larvae. I can actually go fishing now. Smithing stones and all of that, as well as a bunch of tea leaves. And some more gifting items. Board game for tactical thinking, exotic spice for traveling and cooking, tea leaves for tea aficionados, weights for weight training, stylish hair clip for fashionable women, whetstone for weapon maintenance, hunting dagger for hunting, that really might be good for Pedra, gemstone beads for embroidery and handcrafting, fishing float for fishing. I think I might buy this hunting dagger.
Yes. I thank you.
And
Return soon.
actually, I'm gonna buy the bait because I can always just go fishing on my own time, and it's not a whole lot, but it is technically a free way of getting more experience.
I thank you. This one, yes. I thank you. This one,
A herring!
I thank you. Return soon, please.
It would also be a good idea to possibly look at... I was hoping I could check the calendar. I have to do that back at my house, because of, like, good fishing days and all that.
Welcome.
Hello there, gatekeeper!
Greetings, Professor. Today, there is quite a bit to report.
Go on.
There is a masked individual who has been going into town every evening and not returning until the following morning. You see? Nothing gets past this guard. I doubt it has anything to do with Flyne's disappearance, but... well, better safe than sorry, I always say.
Good job. Keep up the good work. Ingrid.
To think that Flyne would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
Yeah, so nobody knows their relationship of father-daughter. What are you? A silver necklace! A silver necklace engraved with the crest of Ceros. It belongs to a devout believer. The silver necklace will belong to Gilbert himself. I wish I could sell it instead. That was rude of me. That was very rude to say.
Hey!
Casper!
I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flyne's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find her. Now, where do I start?
We don't know where she is, we don't know who would have taken her, so just running around blindly isn't gonna help anything at all. Felix!
Ah, you're looking for Flyne's kidnapper. I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Yaritza. There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least.
I can go with that.
I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
Oh, and I just saw both of them as well. Okay. What do you have to say?
The whole monastery has been turned upside down. I wonder if we're still going to have the Battle of the Eagle and Lion next month. It's a yearly tradition, but with things the way they are right now, it's hard to imagine. At any rate, I hope they find Flyne soon.
What do we got down here? Sweep up will end. Yes, the Battle of Eagle and Lion will be next month, so that's something to look forward to. They must be getting hungry.
I hope Flyne isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Alois hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flyne, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry.
I don't want to imagine him as a bad guy, but we can't rule anything out.
A beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book.
If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman.
Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to?
Perhaps she went looking for treats to the greenhouse for some flowers.
That is what I thought. Why I am here, in fact. But she is nowhere to be seen.
Well, trying to find her on an empty stomach isn't going to help us out at all. Felix and Ingrid, why don't you come on out? Actually, Felix is already here, so Ingrid will not that far away either.
That looks appetizing.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Alright, back to the search. Sylvain!
Ow! Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flyne might have eloped.
Quite an insensitive joke.
Insensitive? I was just exploring possibilities.
Lindhard, hello there.
Flyne? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. Oh, you're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else. I just recently learned she has a crest. Did you know that, Professor? If
Not
it
at
was
all.
A particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her. Oh, no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flyne.
No, I don't see Henneman as that. As much as he loves and is interested in crests, I feel like if anything he'd probably be after us and all rare crest more than anything else. Mercedes!
Do you really think Flyne was kidnapped?
She must have been. There must be another explanation.
I have a feeling you're right. We really need to find her, and quickly.
Ignatz.
I've only ever spoken to Flyne a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her.
I think she'd be easily deceived. Do you have feelings for Flyne?
Yes, I'm afraid so. I just hope she comes home safe.
Yeah, so you probably don't have feelings for her if you only talked to her a handful of times, unless you were that scared to talk to her.
Flyne was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of warriors of Brigid. Before she was here, what was she getting up to?
So, I found this hunting dagger I think might be your thing.
This is giving me great joy.
I'm glad to hear it. But I don't think I have the horseback riding for you to join my house. No, considering I think I have, like, none of it? If I want to get her to join me, getting my writing from an E to at least a D or a C might be beneficial. Dorothea!
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flyne's disappearance. Do you know, Professor?
Your on first name terms with Professor Manuela?
Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
Anyways, because of mentioning that, I believe the silver brooch might be yours?
How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back.
You're welcome.
Professor! Professor! I saw him. A knight wielding a gigantic scythe. He was just like the rumors say, all covered in jet black armor. It was the Death Knight. I just know it. You don't think he has something to do with Flyne's disappearance, do you?
It's possible. Although we did technically beat him before, so in a worst case scenario, hopefully we can do it again. If he is the one responsible for kidnapping Flyne. Thomas!
Is something the matter? I see. So, Flyne has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons?
Why were you asking about Flyne? Why are you asking about my father?
I was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget, I have spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Garrick Monastery. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Seteth has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
Well, he does seem like a frail old man. I feel like even Flyne would be able to beat him up in the worst case scenario. Hello there, Annette.
There have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from the nearby town. You don't think Flyne was, you know, do you?
I do not believe so.
Whether the rumors are true or not, I just hope our Flyne is safe.
Ooh, hello. Owlfeather, and you.
I can't believe Flyne just disappeared. I don't like it one little bit. Oh, are you here to see someone? Alois and Shamir and all the knights are gonna head into town soon.
Hmm.
I can't...
Oh, wait, are you? Oh, you get the love letter, okay.
Thanks, Professor.
I didn't think it was gonna be him.
I can only imagine how worried Seteth must be, but isn't mobilizing the entire Order of Knights a bit excessive? I was originally assigned to investigate those reports of the Death Knight in the town near Garrick Mach. When I think how many more victims that dastard might claim while we're all busy searching for Flyne. I'm sorry, that was insensitive. We're all under a lot of stress right now. It's important that we find her quickly.
Hello there, Hugh. Wait, what? Beyond here is where the knights reside. Okay, maybe that's DLC. I don't know. Don't remember seeing that before.
If Flyne has been taken hostage, then we know she is alive. At least for now. There would be no point to abducting her if simple murder was the objective. That's only logical, Professor.
You do make a good point. Logic must win in the end.
Young Flyne's disappearance is most troubling. What? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool. That's who.
The crest ran off to justify kidnapping her. You have already investigated her thoroughly.
Flyne's crest, the major crest of Sethlene, is rare, but there are others who possess it.
Alright. Ooh. How to be tidy. A book containing tips for keeping things tidy. Probably belongs to someone who has a hard time cleaning. How the tidy would belong to Marianne. And over here, agricultural survey. An old paper was writing about harvesting and taxation. It belongs to a young noble who owns territory. That would be Ferdinand.
This might be the first time I've ever seen Seteth look so worn down. If poor Flyne was lured away by anyone, I personally think the clear suspect is that miscreant from Dusker. Those people are deceptive by nature.
Shamir, I need to talk to you for a second.
What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flyne? You find me suspicious.
Enough from Fordland. What did you do before coming to the monastery?
I was somewhere else, fighting. Is that a problem? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seiros, but that hardly links me to Flyne's disappearance.
Oh, how did I walk past this in Elfeather?
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk?
Yes.
What? Me? Abduct Flyne? You can't really believe I did that.
Did you find anything in the pond? I hear she was always yelling at you.
No, that's just because of my dumb jokes. She says that they're not very good. But if I went around kidnapping everyone who said that, the whole monastery would be empty.
Catherine.
Did you hear about Flyne? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. What? Yuritsa? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him?
That mask was suspicious. I heard he goes out every night.
I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
And we got that thanks to the god, I'd say the god captain, but I don't think that's his proper title. The gatekeeper? Something like that. Alright, ma'am.
Impressive.
Thanks, I was waiting for him to read the letter. It was like... it spooked him a bit. That's too bad. Oh well, thank you for the items. Status. Hey. I will find her, I swear it.
That is all I can ask. Please, lend me your aid. She would never have left the monastery of her own volition. Why is there not a trace of her to be found?
Hello there, father.
Because of Flyne's disappearance, all of the knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Seteth's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort.
Juriza's mask?
I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
We got... Hammer and Chisel. A sturdy wooden hammer and metal chisel. It belongs to someone who frequently conducts research. Hammer and Chisel would belong to Professor Hanneman. Gilbert, hello there.
Miss Flyne's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully
Everyone is.
you can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation?
Do you mean Annette?
I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... but no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask no more.
She is already aware. Anyways, I believe I got something that belongs to you.
Ah, thank you for bringing me this. Life without it was difficult.
Lycicia.
Reflecting on it now, Flyne has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive.
Maybe she lived a very shorted life.
You might be right. Whatever the case, Seteth seems to care for her more than anything.
No, she is family. I have a gift for you. A tasty baked treat.
For me? I love it!
Would you like... Actually, hold on. I don't think you're gonna be recruited.
Actually very busy right
Yeah, I didn't think so. But I thought I'd give it a chance nonetheless. Anyways, would you come join us for again with the mission? Not gonna lie, Pedro might be good just because of the extra attack damage, but I'm not gonna go crying about having a magic user assisting me in battle. Professor Hanneman, hello there!
What? Who would suspect me?
You have already investigated her thoroughly?
Alas, Seteth would never allow that. However, while Flyne's major crest of Sethlene is rare...
Alright, anyways, I believe this hammer and chisel is yours.
I can't believe I left this behind. Oh, thank you so much for retrieving it.
Ferdinand!
If it were.
I believe this agricultural survey is yours.
I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
Ignatz, I am so sorry, I forgot to give you this last month. This is your art book. I don't know how I didn't give it to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, what do we got over this way? An owl feather. Oh, and a support.
Professor.
Hanneman.
Ah, Professor. Always a pleasure to see you. I wonder, might you have a moment to chat?
What do you want?
Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen, well, that is to say, too valuable a member of the Academy staff. Indeed, the further my crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. Is it not so?
I guess?
You bore the lost crest, the very crest of flames itself. I set about learning everything I could about your past. What was the origin of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed, I must admit.
You investigated me?
Nothing so crass as an investigation. No, I researched. I spoke to mercenaries whom you've worked with in the past to learn about your life before the Academy. Of course, I also contacted Gerald and his mercenary friends. Your father does keep rather interesting company. I'm excited to share with you what I learned, but I do ask that you correct me if I am mistaken on any account. The story begins with Gerald serving as captain of the Knights of Seros. There was a woman at the monastery with whom Gerald was quite close. At first, it seemed obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong. As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery. Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary. This, of course, presumes your age is accurately reported. If you were born sooner, well, the story would be quite different, would it not?
My father was always one for secrets.
Oh, I am aware. You two were certainly enigmatic, as far as mercenaries go. For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years. In the end, your old acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you. However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair. Warriors to be respected and feared. You in particular. In fact, many came to know you as the Ashen Demon. They say you would destroy your enemies without a hint of emotion on your face. The mercenaries I spoke to revered you as a living legend of sorts. So, that is what I learned. And I admit, it is barely more than I knew before. The next step in my research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming than your past acquaintances.
Hanneman seems like an interesting guy. Definitely not evil or anything. I was hoping the bulletin board might show me the calendar, but I think I have to go to my actual room to see that. Because there's a question about whether or not I want to fish this week, or do I hold off? Because I believe there's a good fishing day coming up later on this month. But yes. Now I need the place to search.
I've served here at Garrick Mach in some capacity or another for several decades now.
But after all that time, even I can't claim to know everything about the layout.
Searching the entire interior of the monastery is a more difficult task than you may think.
It makes you wonder who designed such a titanic compound.
There are fragments of records remaining from its original construction, but none of them name an actual architect.
Interesting. Oh, we got 2 notes today. I like to borrow a book from the library, but there are so many to choose from that I can't decide. Do you have any recommendations? A History in the Fallings of Fargus, Lug and the Maiden Wind, The Sword of Kyphron. Honestly, I feel like either of these would be good. I'm gonna say Lug, because I know you're a fan of Lug. No! I thought that one of the tales he loved as a kid was something doing with Lug. I feel like a tough fighter who becomes legend mostly use swords and lances. Are those really the weapons you need to wield if you want to make your mark in history? Fight with your bare hand if you want to seem tough. Being skilled with a bow is also important. You should fight with the weapon that best suits you. Alright, fire practice. I say we know the deal by now.
Singing is so much fun.
Oh, I wonder if morale actually indicates how many points you get. I just thought about that. Marianne, hello there.
Goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flyne. Please protect her. May I ask a favor?
One of Dorth's friends is about to have a baby. Do you know of any medical herbs that will ensure safe delivery? Find medical herbs that will help a horse have a safe delivery and give them to Marianne. You may find what you need growing in the greenhouse. I believe I have. This is yours.
Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it.
I think I'm still missing one of my students. At least one. How did I not see this? A bundle of herbs. A bundle of inexpensive herbs used for cooking. It belongs to someone who knows a lot about plants. A bundle of herbs belongs to Ash. Okay, I didn't have... I saw the person standing back here, but I didn't see the dot on the map, so I didn't think it was anything, but hello there, Rhea.
Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flyne's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything of note.
We'll find her. Together.
Yes. Let us work together. It reassures me to have you by my side. May the goddess protect dear Flyne until she returns to us.
Okay, no, I think I talked to all the students and everything. So now we just need to talk to you about your quest.
Thanks for your help.
I agree the professor who reads his behavior is odd. We should ask him directly. I expect he'll be at the training grounds or in his quarters. Gather clues about Flyne? Yes.
What? Professor Manuela ran off with Professor Yuritsa's mask? I have a bad feeling about this. We must find them both at once. Professor Yuritsa will be at the training grounds or his quarters. I believe the latter can be found on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
Alright. Oh, I got another thing going on. Okay. Okay, so that is what this thing is for. I was wondering what was up with this. Beyond it is Yuritsa's room. Note that the current month will end and all story will progress. All activities and special events on this month will be skipped if you proceed. Okay. Then I'm gonna hold off on that. We'll definitely be coming back to what's the word? We'll definitely be coming back to explore the monastery again, then. Birthing herbs. Medical herbs said to aid in safe delivery of babies. They are extremely effective, strong enough for a horse. So it seems like Yuritsa might be the culprit.
I didn't mean to trouble you.
Thank you. This medical herb is supposedly quite useful when administered to a horse who is about to give birth. I'm going to mix this into her feed. Actually, you just give me riding boots. Oh, right, yeah, I have to give that to what's his name. I don't know if you would like horseback riding. I know she has this thing for animals, so, like, this...
I appreciate...
If you like that one, do you like the riding boots? Only slightly. The teddy bear was a lot more effective. Okay. What do we got over here for the Saints? I got 2,100. So not enough to get myself that last Divine Pulse. But I could get myself some Lance and Face, some Axe and Authority, some Sword and Raisin, or Bow, Brawling, Experience, and Heavy Armor. I think I'll put it in this one, getting that extra Divine Pulse I think will be very useful, and then we can try to just focus on one of them.
You're this one?
This one?
This one? You're all this one?
Especially since I'm going to be coming back here anyway, so going out some fights will get me some more renown and everything else. Alright, so I got 2 points left to you for this in-game day. Ash, hello there. I believe this bundle of herbs is yours?
I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
How do you feel about an owl feather?
Wow, I can...
Yes, you can. Professor, can you give me some horseback riding instructions?
The glory of...
Glory of progress, but nothing gained. Okay, I don't know how I want to spend this last point, so I'm just going to make a meal for my students. Yeah, no, why not? Why not? Sylvain and Mercedes, come on down.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor.
This is my absolute favorite.
Oh my god, the calendar was there. Oh my god. Okay, no, there's nothing special fishing related for this month. Okay. Then maybe I'll hold off and see if there's anything next month, and just hold on to all the fishing that I got. Also, the Choir Festival. View moons, effects are enhanced by the uplifting nature of the event. Okay. Anyway, before we end things off, it seems like I have support with people. And even people with other people. So, before I end... Well, I'm essentially calling it here. I'm signing off. So, next time I come back, we will be doing some hunting, especially that monster hunting next week. But we're gonna be finishing this off with support. So, have a good one.
Professor.
Ash!
Hey, Professor. Did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
No you did not.
I went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but...
He escaped? You couldn't get him to pay for the book.
Oh no, I captured him easily. I'm pretty quick on my feet, you know. But I decided not to make him pay for the book. My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth. Well, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine.
Sounds like a lie to me. He didn't look old enough to have a kid.
Oh, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death. A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong.
And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him.
You're a thief? I would explain his pickpocket skill,
It was a
not
long time
pickpocket.
ago, and I've put all that behind
His
me
lock touch
now.
skill.
But yes, I was. My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop.
I can't imagine what that must have been like.
I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on. The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lug and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive I just couldn't tear my eyes away.
You stole because you like to cover. Go on.
You probably see where this is going. Moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato. But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book. And money, too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally. So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing. To be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done. To leave this world better than I found it. That's why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him.
You sure you did the right thing?
I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty. Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
You there, youngster. Won't you listen to this old man's troubles? I was born and raised right here in this town. I spent my whole life here. My daughter lives in the Empire, and she sent me a letter to ask if I was keeping up with my daily worship.
Well, hello there, Professor. Is this a friend of yours?
I'm afraid I do not know him.
Is that so? I was sure you two knew each other. Is there something we can do for you, good sir?
Oh, what a lovely young lady. I was just telling this kind soul a story.
Really? What's troubling you?
Well, I was thinking of going to daily prayer, but my leg's been acting up and I can't walk properly.
How terrible. That's no good at all. May I be of assistance? I'd be happy to lend a shoulder and escort you to the chapel.
Would you? Oh, I'd be most grateful to you. Thank the goddess for sending this young lady to me today.
We'll need your help too, Professor. Here, sir, take my arm. Splendid work, Professor. He really seemed to appreciate our assistance.
We did a good deed.
Putting a smile on someone's face always seems to brighten up the day. Is something wrong? You're giving me a strange look.
How did you know something was bothering him?
Oh, how should I put this? I suppose it's just second nature to me.
What do you mean? Woman's intuition?
It's difficult to describe, but I can usually tell when someone is worried about something. Back there, I could tell that both you and the old man were in distress. I spent a good amount of my life living in the church. Maybe that's why I'm so good at identifying these things?
Wait. You lived in the church?
Did I not mention that before? I spent nearly 10 years of my life in the Church of Fargus. Many came to us with their troubles. In my own time of need, I once ran to the church myself, and they helped me. May I share something with you, Professor? It's about a dream of mine.
What is your dream?
I'd like to work in the church one day. I want to be like the priest who helped me. Never mind. It's not a very realistic dream. Please, forget I said.
How's that not realistic? You have freaking magic.
If I were someone else, perhaps a commoner without a crest or stature, maybe things would be different. It's a bit sad, but this is the way things have to be. After all, only the goddess can decide our fates.
There goes another one. So what happened this time?
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk. They'll say, Sylvain and the Professor are on the prowl. Forget it. What do you need?
Another lover's quarrel?
Well, you're not wrong. I fell for that girl recently, but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So, I told her we should break it off. I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying, and everything got a bit complicated.
I'm sorry, but you're complicated.
Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life. I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble. I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you?
My father never told me.
I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things.
So, what was your experience?
Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest. Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy. Or rather, a stud horse.
You mean they're only after you for your bloodline?
See? I knew you'd get it. These girls don't love me. They love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl, and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden. I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely.
You don't think that way anymore, though, right?
That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous. The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest. You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that. You were a spoiled brat who should pay for that crest. Maybe I'll collect the debt. Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then. Don't mind me, Professor. After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
Okay, Mercy. This time we're gonna be really good and get the supplies with no detours.
You're so good at sticking to a plan. I should leave the shopping to you. I'll stay out of your way and just browse.
Hey, that's not fair. I wanna browse too.
Looks like you girls are having a good time.
Annie? Is this a friend of yours?
I've never seen this person before. I'm sorry to be rude, but we're kinda busy.
Wait a minute. I think you're shopping with money you stole. But no need to worry your pretty little heads. I'm just gonna have to take it back for us common folk.
Step back, Mercy. This could get dangerous. Listen here, you. There's no way you can win against me. I don't want to fight you, but I will if I have to. So just
Back away!
You think you can talk to me that way? I'm gonna...
Oh, the knights are coming!
What?
Annie, run!
This is far enough. We should be safe.
I hope so. But what were you thinking? That sort of behavior isn't like you at all.
I thought you were in danger, Mercy.
You're actually blaming me for this? It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Mercy! I was just trying to protect you.
The Celestial Alliance founding day is today. There's a special edition in the dining hall, partaking in the festivities.
That looks appetizing.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
Let's do it together.
All right, let's do this. Pretty good job, if I do say so myself.
Okay, now that you know the technique, go ahead and solve this problem.
Ah, I've got it. Finally.
See? Isn't it fun to learn?
Absolutely. You're great at this, you know. You really seem to have all the answers. I wish I could study and just soak up knowledge like you. How did you get so good at this?
Well, studying was something of a necessity for me.
What do you mean?
My father was one of the king's knights. One day, he never returned home. He just left without ever saying a word to me or my mother.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Losing a father so suddenly? I completely understand.
After he left, I thought a lot about where he might have gone. My father was a devout believer, so I was certain he must have come here, to Garreg Mach.
Here? Really?
That's why I was determined to gain acceptance into the academy. I needed to come here so I could search for my father. The problem was that I needed money to get in. Lots of it. And I didn't have any at all. So I entered the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad first, hoping I could somehow find a path here. I studied tirelessly until I finally earned myself a recommendation.
Oh, wow. So for you, studying has been like a way to meet your destiny.
Destiny, huh? Well, yes, but it's a bit embarrassing when you put it like that. Now I have other reasons for wanting to keep trying hard. I want to protect all of my friends and allies here. I'm studying hard so I can be as useful as possible to everyone I hold dear.
You've worked so hard. I really respect that. I'm going to follow your example.